How to suffer without bitterness. My friend, I know that if you are watching this, you might be walking through something incredibly painful right now. And the natural reaction to pain, the reaction that feels right to our flesh, is bitterness. It is looking at the people who hurt us, or the tragedy that struck us, and getting hard. But I want to share a truth from the sermon that can save your heart from becoming a stone. It is the secret to suffering like Jesus. 1. The trap of the scene. The sermon tells us exactly why we get bitter. It says we suffer badly because our eyes are fixed on what we can see. We see the person who betrayed us. We see the unfair situation. We see the loss. And when we focus on the scene, we naturally play the blame game. We say, it's their fault. I wouldn't be this angry if they hadn't done that. But the source warns us, this is spiritual blindness. We are staring so hard at the human cause that we are blind to the unseen God standing right behind them. 2. The Joseph principle. To suffer without bitterness, you need to apply the Joseph principle. Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers. He had every right to be bitter, but he wasn't. Because he saw two things happening at once. He admitted, "You intended to harm me." He didn't deny the pain. But he also saw, God intended it for good. He realized that God was sovereignly hijacking their evil plan to achieve a greater purpose, to save lives. He shifted his focus from the visible enemy to the invisible God. He realized, it's not them, it's the Lord. 3. The privilege of the mission. Jesus did this perfectly. The sermon calls him a thankful sufferer. Even while wearing a crown of thorns, he didn't open his mouth to complain. Because he wasn't focused on the pain, he was focused on the joy set before him. He saw that his suffering was a mission to save you and me. 4. The gospel call. Run to the King. When we suffer, we usually run to what the sermon calls the sewer for comfort. We turn to food, entertainment, or sin to numb the pain. But that only leaves us emptier. Today, I invite you to stop running to the sewer and run to the King. Stop looking at the people who hurt you. Bow your knee to Jesus and say, Lord, I trust that you are using this pain for a purpose. I submit to your plan. The moment you do that, the sermon promises Jesus will rent the heavens. He will give you the supernatural power to forgive, the power to endure, and the peace that passes all understanding. Don't let bitterness win. Bow to the King, and let him turn your pain into glory.